Okay.
All right, so you left the BBC and then joined Sky.
Yeah.
And there was a reason for you leaving Sky. You had some experiences there that...
Well, Sky was derived from the intelligence transfer sequence.
Yeah.
It was a pirate. And because when I was doing Kiss FM, I was pushing for multi-channel television.
Right.
In a big way.
Yeah.
And I had actually spoken personally to Robert Maxwell.
Okay.
And we were going, the idea was to put on a big satellite TV system of the Isle of Man.
Mm.
But Maxwell, that wasn't going to work.
Right.
Maxwell, whatever reasons, and cutting a long story short, that meant the only other person with the finance and the ability to do this was going to be Rupert Murdoch.
Okay.
So the intelligence transfer sequence, shall we say, generated the sufficient probable series of requirements to enable Sky TV to exist and to be protected. Right. Now what happened was that British Satellite Broadcasting, which was being broadcast from the Dark Force studio block down at the South Bank, that area is very dark.
Okay.
Because there's Battersea Power Station there.
Right.
And the centrally generated electricity through its power grid, we subsequently found, is like an intelligence.
Okay.
It's like a dark force intelligence. It's behaving like a neural net. And
how did you discover that? I mean,
well, in the latter days of my time at Sky, we discovered that there were a series of electrical faults, and these had a number sequence.
okay.
And the number sequence was very simple: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
So if you got a number sequence like that,
Yeah.
something is communicating
Right.
with intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. Now the point about this was, Sky was taken over by British Satellite Broadcasting
Yeah.
in the great debacle between Sky TV and British Satellite Broadcasting.
Okay.
And ultimately what happened was Murdoch was hung out to dry to basically do all the donkey work to establish the domain of the whole way the whole thing worked. And in exchange for that, he got the higher share of the profits from the company, British, the company which became British Sky Broadcasting, BSB, instead of BSB, British Satellite Broadcasting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cutting a long story short, Murdoch then got the lion's share, and basically the agreement was, you've actually got this thing to work, so you run it and we'll take the money.
Okay.
So the BSB people, the British Satellite people, basically having lost millions with their operation,
Yeah.
were quite happy to see the money coming in finally after, I mean, you had two companies losing 7 million and 5 million a week.
Ooh.
And so they joined together as one company, losing 10 million a week. So there's a lot of money involved here.
Okay.
So the point was that Sky then became the milch cow for the people who were in dark forces, because everybody hates Murdoch. They say what an evil, terrible person he is. But I've always said that Murdoch is in fact a whipping boy for a much darker force,
Oh God.
which
Yeah.
is in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people can throw,
Mud as
so
much as they
they
like.
can
Yeah.
say all the stuff about Murdoch, really
Yeah.
bad guy, but there's a really dark force in there.
Okay.
And what coming after 20
One that
years.
he'd be aware of.
I think he probably is aware of it. But the point is, crucially, in the last years that I was there, there was a party which was put on for all the people who'd actually been with Sky from day one.
Yeah.
And when you get all the names of all the people who are from a particular group together in one database, that means somebody's after something.
Okay.
They're targeting.
Yeah.
So the long and short of it was, that was held, and the lady that I was with was the person who put Sky on the air. She literally put Sky on the air, transmission control, and she got a bit drunk.
What's her name?
I will leave her name out
Sorry.
at the moment. She's a very lovely lady, and the point was that I was bringing her across from the party to the taxi, and at the time, Murdoch and his son and another top management guy was simply outside having a chat. And this lovely lady was walking across a pebbled, you know, there's lots of pebbles.
Cobbles.
And she was wearing her high heels. And basically she lost her
Balance.
step.
Yeah.
And when you're actually somebody in your arms,
Yes.
and you don't expect them to actually drop, but when they go really fast, and
Yeah.
she just dropped straight out, bang, onto the pebbles. And I was sort of so shocked looking like that, and somebody got a picture of that.
Oh, cool.
But the man who was there instantly was James Murdoch.
Oh.
Wow.
He, the chief executive running the whole company, was able to see this lady was in trouble and was there like a light. And I took this as an extremely important indication that this is a human being there who
Yeah.
cares about other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Other people could have stood there and said, "Oh, look at this silly, stupid, drunk woman, ha ha ha." He
Yeah.
was there just like that.
Yeah.
So you're saying James Murdoch's
So I then
fine.
took that as
Son.
a major indicator that there's a human being there.
Mm.
And I took that as a very important sign.
Good observation, Miles.
So the point was, I noticed there was a lot of very serious shenanigans going on at Sky from an etheric point of view. Very, very dark forces. And the point about this was there was locations which would generate extremely aggressive anger. People would get really angry, and they were using the dark forces were using this as a mechanism for generating an anger
Environment.
environment.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the ice cream now.
Oh.
Do you want an ice cream?
No. Do
I
you?
would love to, but he's gone.
No, he's gone that way. He'll be back. If you wanted to pause, we can get an ice cream.
Yeah.